Hello everyone, Dan Hook here, and today I'm going to talk about how long it takes to write a book and your word count. So I guess I should just tell you how long it takes to write a book. Well, it takes as long as it takes, really. Yeah. Could be a month, could be a year, could be a decade. And do you know why there's such a difference in length? Mainly because we all write at different speeds. Some people, which is good for them, can write 10,000 words in a day and can probably finish a novel in about a month or two. I, however, don't write every day, and when I do, it's probably between about 500 and maybe 2,000 words at the most, and that's on a good day. That's on a really good day. But usually, 500 words is bottom of the line where I can do that, but that's on the days I write. I don't write every day, so sometimes it's like 2 weeks go pie. Sometimes 2 weeks go by and I don't write anything. I mean, right now I'm not writing much because waiting for beta readers, doing some feedback, and I'm just sort of focusing on some other projects. But the pace at which you write is always going to be different, and that's going to dictate, how long it's going to take to write your book. Which leads you on to word counts. So my book is at about 71,000 words. I know it's on the smaller side of a novel, and it's taken me 3 years to write that. It's taken me 3 years to write a 70,000 word novel, and maybe the first half of that beginning bit was world building and character building. And I know that when you compare against other people, it sounds kind of slow. And I'm still working on it now, I'm still editing it stuff, so it could take another year. But the trick is, you can't compare yourself, because it takes everyone a different amount of time to write their book. And mine stopped at 71,000 words. It kind of felt natural to stop where it stopped. I'm going to write another one afterwards that leads on. But your book might be less. Your book might be, 200,000 words. And if you write at the speed I write at, it might take you 7-8 years to finish. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. You don't need to whack out 10,000 words every day. I mean, it's great if you can, but try to think of quality over quantity. I know word count, it's nice because they do have numbers. You can set yourself goals for specific word counts. You can't really set yourself, I guess you could. You can't really set yourself as easily quality goals about certain words that you use or the quality of the story. It's less clear cut like a word count is. And so I find myself online. You got the events like National Writing Month of November, NaNoWriMo, and I've done that once. And I've done it once, and I set what I thought was reasonable word count per day. I can't remember what it was now. It was something like 3,000, 2,000 words a day I thought was reasonable for me. And the pressure that I experienced with that was absolutely crazy. And I bailed on it, and I haven't done it since because it is not for me. I don't mind National Writing Month of November. It's amazing for some people, but for me, I'm a slow writer, and it didn't do me any good. And having the emphasis primarily on word count just doesn't do your mind any good, especially when you start getting surrounded by it. Because then, although it's not anyone's problem when they're like, I wrote 10,000 words today, that's good. That's good for them. But if I see that, and I'm only whacking out 200 words a day, or sometimes none, sometimes 2,000 on a good day, and they're just spitting out 10,000 left, right, and centre, it's, I know it shouldn't be, but it's a little bit just demotivating. I mean, it's not their fault, If you can write at that speed, that's impressive. I'm jelly, I wish I could do that, but I can't. I'm a slow writer. So don't try and emphasize your word count, okay? It's about the story at the end of the day. It doesn't really matter how long or short the book is. If it's a good book, it will be a good book. And for me, it's very much about the time organisation that I have. So if I give myself, say, Saturday's writing day, and I have all of Saturday for writing day, I can do whatever I want, write all day, and just be so productive, I won't really be that productive. Where, if I compare it against giving myself an hour or 2 hours on Saturday, saying between 5 and 7 or 5 and 6, they are my writing hours. If I compare that, productivity-wise, compared to having a whole day of writing, I am far more productive in those 2 hours or an hour than I usually am across the entire day of writing. So what happens is, if I give myself a whole day, I'll get up and be like, yeah, gonna write, gonna smash my targets, gonna do this, gonna do that. But I'm just gonna do lunch first, maybe watch a little bit of YouTube, just listen to some, inspirational stuff, get my head into it. Oh, well, look at that, it's almost dinner time, get myself dinner. Oh yeah, I'll do it in a minute. Oh, I'll just check this out online, get lost down into YouTube wormhole. And then before you know it, it's about 11 p.m. and still haven't done any writing. So then I might start then, or I might have just lost the entire day, because I've seemed to trick myself into thinking, oh, I've got the whole day, I'll do it in a bit. Where if I go in and I've got like 2 hours, like 5 o'clock I start or 6 o'clock I start, and it's till 7 or 8, then as soon as it hits that time, it's like, this is my writing time, I have literally an hour to do this. I can focus myself far better than if I had a whole day. Which is kind of weird when you think about it, but it's just how my mind works. So when I did have my writing moments throughout the week between jobs and whatnot, other jobs, yeah, if I gave myself an hour on an evening, for that hour I would usually guarantee at least 500 words. I know it's not amazing, but for me that was pretty good. 500 words in an hour, minimum usually, and that was good. It wasn't every day, but the thing is, when I went to do it, I'd done it. And it kind of took away the pressure of writing the book, because I was like, okay, Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, at 6 o'clock I spent an hour, I'll be able to guarantee myself, hopefully, I say guarantee, but very, very rough guarantee, whether it was actually a guarantee or not, the set amount of words. And that was good, it worked for me. I'm sure it took me a few years, but I'm happy with where I'm at. And although, you do see these sources from around you on the internet that are always like, yeah, word count this, word count that, look at this book, look how thick it is. It's just, you got to ignore it, and just, it's good for the people that can do it. Maybe you're one of the people that can absolutely smash those word goals, but why do I keep saying smashed? I'm not really a fan of the word smashed. Hitting, that's still quite violent. Achieving, that's better. Achieving your word goals, that's good for you if you can achieve them. Everyone can achieve their word goals if you set them realistically at the rate that you write. So, yeah, I think when you look at someone's online thing and they're like, yeah, I can hit 10,000 words in a day or a week or whatever, that's because they can do that. See what the most is that you can write in a day or a week, and set your goals accordingly. Because they're setting their goals and they're hitting their goals. And what they set is not going to be the same for you. But if you manage to say I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to hit 1,500 words every week, and I hit it, I feel good because I've hit my goal. If I'm looking at this guy that's writing 50,000 words a week, and perhaps has more time to spend on it than me and writes faster than me, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to do that 50,000 words a week. When I do that week, and I'm like, oh, I've only written 1,500, not 50,000, I'm like, oh, yeah, I've done pretty shit. You're bound to feel bad, but you shouldn't do that, because you shouldn't be comparing against someone else who writes differently to you, or who has a different set of circumstances. It's different. It just is. It's just the way it is. But again, it is easy to compare, and we shouldn't do it, At least in my opinion, I feel like nothing good ever comes out of comparing that sort of stuff. But for me, just less emphasis on word count. Take it easy when you're writing your book. Enjoy the process. I mean, you're writing because you enjoy, right? Bring the enjoyment back. I mean, the enjoyment comes back when I was saying, like, yeah, I'm going to hit 1,500 words a week, and I hit it. I'm like, yeah, I'm doing good. Yeah, I'm hitting these own goals that I'm setting. Instead of being like, oh, I feel bad because I'm not hitting these goals that I'm setting. Well, if I'm not achieving these goals I'm setting, maybe the bar is too high. What is the saying? Underestimate and overachieve is a good feeling. Overestimate and underachieve is a bad feeling. And you do not want to have that feeling. Especially when you're writing a book, because you want to stay motivated. But yeah, oh yes, if it does take you a long while, like it does myself. The plus side is, when you go over to read your edit, you can pretty much start straight away, because you haven't looked at the beginning chapters for a while. A year or two maybe, and you've got a fresh mind to just read back over it and wonder why you wrote some bits how you did. That's always interesting. But yeah, that's it for this video. If you've got any comments, leave them in the section below. And yes, I will hopefully see you in another video next week.